The Sumerians are credited with inventing the world's first writing system, the first astronomical clock, the first medical textbook, the first surgical operation, and even the concept of zero. They also passed on the secrets of their knowledge to the Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians. But who were the Sumerians, and where did all this knowledge come from? The Sumerians emerged in Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq, between the 4th and 3rd millennia BCE. The region was situated between the fertile banks of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. It was here that human civilization first took root and flourished. This innovation is considered to be the first step in the development of human language and communication. The Sumerians were a civilization that emerged in Mesopotamia around the 4th and 3rd millennia BCE. They were the first known culture to develop a writing system, a number system, a medical textbook, a surgical operation, and many other innovations. But the Sumerians didn't just come up with all this knowledge out of thin air. They inherited it from a much older, more ancient source, a source that we are only just beginning to understand. Prior to this, human expression was limited to cave paintings and petroglyphs. If you like this video, check out my others about ancient civilizations. See you next time. They also performed the first known surgical operation, a cataract removal. And they kept detailed records of their patients' symptoms and treatments, which helped to advance the field of medical science. With the advent of the Sumerian writing system, humans could now record their thoughts, tell stories, and most importantly, pass on their knowledge to future generations. And it was the Sumerians who laid the foundations for many of the things we take for granted today. They observed the motion of the stars and planets and used this knowledge to develop a calendar and predict eclipses. They also made significant advances in mathematics and developed a base 60 number system, which is still used today for timekeeping. For example, they developed a system of writing using a wedge-shaped tool called a stylus and a soft clay tablet. The Sumerians were also responsible for creating the first known astronomical clock. The Sumerian Empire may have only lasted for a few centuries, but their influence on Mesopotamian culture lasted for thousands of years. The Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians all adopted the Sumerian writing system and built upon it, adding new symbols and sounds to create their own languages. They also adopted the Sumerian number system and astronomical knowledge and incorporated it into their own cultures. In the field of medicine, the Sumerians were pioneers. They developed the first known medical textbook, which contained a compilation of treatments for various ailments. But perhaps even more impressive than these individual achievements is the fact that the Sumerians were able to pass on all this knowledge to future generations. So who were the Sumerians and where did their knowledge come from? Thanks for watching.